program. Thank you to the parents for allowing us to coach your daughters through all the season she took part in. This season, the Lady Cat softball program will be graduating 6 senior players and 1 senior manager. All 7 have been a help through the whole entire season. And now to introduce our Lady Cat softball seniors. Number 2, Alexis Flores, escorted by Darlene and Braden Crank. Sport activities, she was track 1 year, volleyball 4 years, softball 4 years, student council 3 years, FFA for 4 years. Plans for the future: to major in radiology and pursue in the sonography program to become an ultrasound tech. Her favorite memory, my softball memory, is everything we have had so many moments and fun. I just love it all and will forever hold those memories. Number 3, Kylie Kinney, escorted by Amanda de la Garza and Isabela Martinez. Sports activities: she's in softball for 4 years, track for 1 year, tennis for 2 years, golf for 2 years, basketball 4 years, FCCLA 2 years, FFA 4 years, student council 3 years. Future plans: following graduation, I will be enlisting in the United States Army. Pursue specialized training in the dental hygiene through military service. I hope to combine hands-on medical experience with continued education while serving my country and preparing for a professional career in the dental field. Her favorite memory: any practice we've had, we always made sure to make it a good one and have fun and enjoy our time. Number 6, Jolie Mann, escorted by Brandon and Lorinda Mann. Her sports activities is softball and volleyball 4 years, tennis 3 years, student council 4 years, FFA 2 years, FCCLA 3 years, class officer for 4 years, CCMR ambassador 2 years. Her future plans is to play softball at Texas A&M Kingsville and become a teacher and a coach. Her favorite memory: my favorite memory was our Pitch Perfect themed team dinner. Number 7, Ali Hernandez, escorted by Manuel Hernandez and Brittany Menchaca. Her academic: I played softball my whole high school career. I did powerlifting for a year, and I played volleyball 3 out of 4 years of high school. Her future plans: I plan to major in engineering and become one of many female engineers. Her favorite memory: my favorite softball memory would be the time I was looking down at Brogan's foot and Jolie was up to bat and launched the ball straight to my head. Keep in mind, I was in the dugout and looked up for a split second to see a softball coming for my head. I tried to react, but I ducked into it. And boom, I was struck. Out for a couple of weeks and still come back being scared of Jolie's hits. I wear my helmet in the dugout and I don't look. Number 8, Brogan Schmidt, escorted by Abel and Carissa Calderon and Jason and Samantha Schmidt. She was in volleyball for 4 years, softball 4 years, tennis 4 years, golf for 3 years, basketball 2 years, cheer 2 years, FFA 4 years, student council 2 years, FCCLA 4 years. Future plans: I plan to attend college at Coastal Bend College and apply to the dental program. Her favorite memory: my favorite softball memory was when Coach Castillo was yelling at me and Claudia was for laughing, but while she was yelling at us, we still couldn't stop laughing. Number 21, Emma Koenig, escorted by Matthew and Gracie Koenig. She was in volleyball and softball 4 years, tennis for 2 years, track for 1 year, student council 4 years, class officer for 3 years, FFA for 4 years, FCCLA for 4 years, CCMR ambassador for 2 years. Future plans. I plan to go to the Del Mar College and major in diagnostic medical sonography. Her favorite memory. My favorite softball memory is when I ran face first into the fence during warm-up because I didn't realize how close it was. Manager, Nayeli Martinez, escorted by Brenda Duran. She was in NHS 3 years, UIL for 4 years, student council for 4 years, business professional of America for 2 years, cheer for 4 years, volleyball manager for 4 years, and softball manager for 4 years. Future plans. We'll be attending the University of Texas at Austin, pursuing a bachelor's of science in kinesiology and health sciences, applied movement science, and a minor in Spanish. After undergrad, I plan to get a master's to become a geriatric occupational therapist. Her favorite memory, going to all the tournaments and spending time with all the girls, doing hair, singing, and doing homework. All of it is memories we'll never get back, but it's memories I'll treasure forever. From the coaching staff and the program, thank you for your hard work and dedication to the Lady Cat softball program. The Lady Cat softball program would like to present seniors with a gift. We will miss you as you leave us, but we will never forget you. Good luck in your futures and reach every goal that you set for yourselves. As we conclude the recognition of the seniors, we would like to take a moment and thank our amazing field maintenance guy, Frank.
Wait till he gets here.
Okay.
He's coming around. And then say it. Sorry.
Okay.
She said go ahead, do senior gift stuff, and then Frank, if that's okay.
Okay. I don't have anything else for senior.
You already said it.
Oh.
Yeah. Now the presentation of the gifts to the girls from the team.
Adler.
Okay, and now we would like to take this moment and thank our amazing field maintenance supervisor, Frank. Frank, we thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the softball program. We would like to present you with a thank you gift. Thank you for all you've done for us.
Never mind, Sarah. It's fine. Never mind. No, never mind. Never mind. 'Cause. 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 'C
I got some time here. You can tell about the junior high softball. All right, we're at ST Lady Cat softball. We are having the senior recognition right now here. Our last home game, last game of the season, but we're not quite done yet. We've got some junior high softball. So Sydney O'Brien is here. Get closer, Sydney. They can't see us, so we're just going to hear us. But tell us what's coming up as far as the softball for our junior high. Well, we got a little time here.
We have our next game this coming Thursday at Pettis, and last time they beat us, but it was a very close game, and I definitely believe we're going to beat them this time.
If I'm correct, that was the game, the first one of the tournament,
Yes.
on that Saturday tournament, and it had some controversial calls there, but hopefully it'll be played a little more smoothly. But it was very close, so I think it was. We had them like 4-2 or something to that degree, and then they did catch up. But this is the young lady who's been doing very, very well on the mound. As a matter of fact, I've addressed you a few times. The last 3 double plays have been put on by you. 2 last year in Woodsboro when you were in the 7th grade, and you had a double play also where you were pitching and you obviously got the fly ball and you walked, or you basically just forced the out at first. So I think you're the only one that has put up a 3 that I know of. So congratulations, Sydney. Sydney O'Brien, she's and you'll probably be on the mound, but you also play at shortstop, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sydney O'Brien, you guys want to come check it out next Thursday, 6 days from now, or catch it at ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube, right here where you are right now. So Sydney O'Brien, number 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, number 2. And what do you think of Jolie Mann up there? This is her last game.
She's really good.
She's good, isn't she?
Sad to see her go.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a little bit sad, melancholy, bittersweet, but her softball career is going to continue at Texas A&M Kingsville. So you heard it here next Thursday. What time was it again? Do you remember, Sydney?
Do what?
What time is it going to be? The game?
The
Thursday?
Yes, it's going to be at 5:30.
5:30? Okay. Away in Pettis, so don't come here. Go to Pettis or go online to ST Lady Cat Nation. Thank you, Sydney O'Brien, and I'll fist bump you here. So we had Sydney O'Brien just to kind of give us a little idea of what's coming up. So we're done here tonight as far as varsity. We're done with JV softball, but we're not done with junior high. We've still got a few games, a couple of weeks, I think. But the next one is 6 days from today. Again, today's the 17th. That would be the 23rd. It's on a Thursday. I believe 5:30, but check out Facebook just to be sure. But we always send, I send information like every 10 minutes. I probably bombard you guys. But definitely you want to go check out Sydney O'Brien and Claire Carragher and Segovia also on the mound, Caitlin. I'm trying to think of some of them just by going off the top of my head. Hazley Khan. You have Madison Arevalo. Yeah, I'm kind of crammed in between a little area here. I'm gonna. Oh, it's a gift bag. From Miss Man. You know, which Miss Man? Jolie's mom. Oh, okay, because her grandparents said it's so cute. Really? They're from Castro. And then they have family coming. I don't know if they're here or not. Another lady came by and said, I'll be listening to you. I won't be able to make it on Friday, but your names have been very blessing. Oh, absolutely. They've been blessing. So, yes, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. From Lorinda. Yes, yes. Awesome. That's the only thing, yeah. Just my battery pack. Battery pack's gonna fall off. And there you have the first hit. Perfect. Let's just get it all focused back. That's the only bad thing about it. I'll stick my battery pack somewhere else. Maybe I'll just let it go. or I'll put it behind me. Hope I got it all focused back. That's the effects of, that was the Agua Dulce pitcher. Who's pitching? Number 4. So when that happens, I gotta hang on to the fence. I'm not gonna put it there, gonna knock it off. I was warned about this little part is for a battery pack, but it doesn't really work. Well, I was gonna stop the stream and start up a new one, but then I thought it was just gonna be about 5 minutes, but it looks like it'll be a little bit longer. But you guys just hang there, and we'll maybe I can interview a few more people. I got Sydney O'Brien telling us about next Thursday, so you guys be ready for some junior high softball, which is going to be, and then now it's coming at me from the left side. I gotta be ready for these balls, but we'll see how this works. It hangs on to my camera, but we'll find out if it's going to hang on to my anything else. I'll just have to hold on to the bracket. I'm glad I got it tied down. I'm going to check one more thing, folks. So you just kind of... I don't have commercials, so we're going to check one more time on you guys. And I don't know if Birdie Aguilar is, but did I unfocus the video? Birdie Aguilar, if you are there, or anybody that has my cell number, because that's all. Well, actually, a Facebook Messenger would work too. If you know me on Facebook Messenger, or if you have me on text, could you let me know if it's in focus? Because a lot of times what happens in front of the chain link fence or a meshing, if you will, to protect the crowd, the fans, the spectators, it'll focus and unfocus. So I don't know if you guys, I don't have another computer. I'm barely crammed into a little area right now to try my new contraption equipment. But Birdie Aguilar, if the focus is good, let me know. Thank you, Berta. I appreciate you. I have a Birdie who's a sister and a Berta who's my friend. I'm going to interchange their names. I'm sorry. I apologize, but thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so what we had, and I'm sorry that there was a little bit of obstruction during the senior recognition, but you heard everything. You heard our PA announcer, Derek Franco, nicely introduce our six players and our manager, and I'm going to talk about them a lot tonight. And they had their proper recognition, along with, of course, the coaches, the parents, our family, and also our great groundskeeper, Frank Ramos. So, and I found out from our athletic director at Agua Dulce, the Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns are going to take on Shiner next Thursday, 2 games, and if necessary, next Friday. Now, Refugio is going to take on Flatonia next Thursday. Game 2 would be Friday. But their, if necessary, game 3 will be on Saturday. So that leaves the other two, Woodsboro, and I'll get information on that. I don't know if Janice from Castillo from Woodsboro is watching right now. I doubt it because they're watching their girls play. Woodsboro is playing tonight, but they'll be taking on the lower seeded, as Woodsboro will go in first. Number one, you get an advantage, I guess, if you go in one, playing the lower seed. And then the other one would be Kennedy and Coach Hathaway. So everything, I believe, will pick up next Thursday for sure. The Refugio Lady Cats against Flatonia. And right here from our athletic director at Agua Dulce, Calvez, Coach, he said next Thursday and, if necessary, Friday. So again, thank you for joining us at ST Lady Cat Nation. This is our final, this is our finale for our softball 25-26. Our Lady Cats fall short, just one team away from making the playoffs, but congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Here we
to
go.
tonight's Senior Night 2026. To this evening's matchup between Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns and your Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. We'll start off with Agua Dulce first. Number 9, Haley Estringle. Number 4, Jalissa Ramirez. Number 5, Avery Gonzalez. Number 21, Audrey Loera. Number 11, Emily Garza. Number 22, Emma Jacobo. Number 23, Juliana Gutierrez. Number 8, Avery Silva. Number 6, Aliana Rivera. Number 1, Juliana Farias. Number 3, Jackie Jacobo. Number 10, Kiana Garcia. Number 12, Sarah Hernandez. And number 18, Isabella Galindo. Coached by Clara Calvez for the Lady Longhorns. Next up, your Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. Starting off, number 8, Brogan Schmidt. Number 2, Alexis Flores. Number 6, Jolie Mann. Number 3, Kylie Kinney. Number 7, Ali Hernandez. Number 5, Natalie Ramirez. Number 23, Leah Nance. Number 10, Danny Munoz. Number 11, Eliza Garcia. Number 12, Jakin Salinas. Number 1, Alyssa Recio. Number 4, Gracie Franks. Number 9, Alea Cuevas. Number 13, Heidi Gamble. And number 21, Emma Koenig. Coached by Coach Gonzalez, Coach Duran, and Coach West. Now I can get you guys to stand up in the stands. We're going to have the national anthem. All right, let's play some
God bless
ball.
America. Once again, welcome to ST Lady Cat Nation on YouTube. Welcome to Lady Cat Softball. My name is Amador Ramirez, and this is the finale, the final game of the season for the Lady Cats and the final game of the season for the Lady Longhorns, but they are heading into postseason action, and they will be taking on Shiner. And I got to watch these pitches very carefully, and you're going to have them come right at you. Obviously, the umpire is going to be blocking, but this is where I found a spot, folks, and this is where I, until I get good at using this little equipment that I've got, I'm going to keep it right here, okay? So I'm going to lean on PA announcer Derek Franco for the introductions to the plate, and then I'll give you some additional stats. So unknowingly, he's going to be a co-partner with me here on ST Lady Cat Nation. And like I said, I'm going to have to keep an eye over at the, but looking quickly out there on the field, rather, let's go ahead and bring in the Agua Dulce leadoff.
All right, starting it off for the Lady Longhorns. Top of the order is Haley Estringle, number 9.
Estringhel coming in with a 489 batting average for the Lady Longhorns. Here we go.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's a good way to start for Jolie Mann, who's heading to Texas A&M Kingsville after she finishes up here, and of course graduation and all that fun stuff.
Strike 2.
So 0-2 the count. Haley Estringhel.
Low ball 1.
Skidmore-Tynan with
1 ball and 2 strikes the count.
Brogan Schmidt behind the plate. Jolie Mann on the mound. Leah Nance at first.
Pop foul.
Ali Hernandez at second.
Count remains the same.
Natalie
1 ball,
Ramirez
2 strikes.
at shortstop. Danny Munoz at third. Straight ahead center is Alexis Flores. Out at right field is Jakin Salinas. And at left is Kylie Kenny. Wrapping up the lineup for Skidmore-Tynan as the home team taking the field first. 1-2 is the count to Estringhel. Little delay here on ball situation, I guess.
High ball 2.
We're going to have a little bit of that
Counts
action.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a lot of that action is going to make sure that I don't get too much of a vibration and a focus problem. I think I'd prefer it in the stands, but we're giving you a different look. Gonna have to go. Ball gets by. Estringhel will stay on
Batter
first.
safe at first. That brings up number 4 for the Lady Longhorns, Jalissa Ramirez.
Jalissa Ramirez coming in with a .316 average. And on first is Haley Estringhel. Jalissa Ramirez.
Ball 1.
So they keep an eye on Estringhel on first. We'll get a Brogan Schmidt to Natalie Ramirez throw to see if they can get a tag out here.
Ball 2.
It does help with Jolie Mann's speed on that ball. It gets to the catcher a lot faster,
balls and no strikes
giving a
to
better opportunity for Brogan Schmidt to get it over to Natalie Ramirez.
Ball 3.
You can see Estringhel
3 balls, no strikes.
on the
to
right
count.
side on first. Getting a little bit of chanting and a little enthusiasm on the right side. The Lady Longhorns of Agua Dulce.
Strike 1.
3
balls and 1 strike, our count.
3-1. We're just getting started here in the top of the first. Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns, swing and a miss,
Strike two.
are heading
Takes us
to
to full
the
count. 3 balls,
playoffs
2 strikes.
next Thursday against Shiner. And they'll try to determine it on Thursday, but should they not, and they each split.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Strike
Round
3.
number 1. That brings up number 5 for the Lady Longhorns, Avery Gonzalez.
Gonzalez coming in with a 422 batting average with Estringel on first. Strike call. Estringel has not gotten more than 10 feet from the bag, so those pitches are coming in fast. I know that's a determinant factor for Jolie Mann when
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
that one made me flinch a little. I already had one come at
No
me.
balls, 2 strikes the count.
She goes to 2, get her at 2. She goes to 2, get her at 2.
High ball 1.
And a good stop by Brogan Schmidt.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
The snow cone catch, what I like to call it. Estringel on first for Agua Dulce. 1 out. 1 and 2 the count.
Swing and a miss, strike
Strike
3.
3.
Second out. That brings up number 21, Audrey Lueta for the Lady Longhorns.
And actually the third strike it. Estringel got on base because on a drop third strike, you can move.
Foul back.
And that's exactly what happens. So you know when the ball is fouled, when the video is
No balls and 1 strike.
a
the count.
little jagged, moving around a little bit. 0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
0-2. So technically, you could get 4 strikeouts here because she struck you out Estringel, but the third strike was dropped, and Estringel made it to first. Could have gone to second.
Foul ball.
Thought they might have it. Had plenty of time under that one.
No balls and 2 strikes the count.
Everybody yelling. There was room for it. It did go up high. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first. That one's going out. And it's dropped in center field. Here comes Estringel for the first run. And a stand-up double.
Lady Longhorns bring a runner in. Takes us to 1-0. That brings up number 11, Emily Garza for the Lady Longhorns.
Emily Garza batting .375, and that was Aliana Rivera. Strike call.
1.
Rivera with a stand-up double over to center. And I missed Rivera, I apologize. .476 average, and you can see why.
High ball 1.
1 run has come in, Estringel.
1 ball, 1 strikes the count.
Make that Audrey Lueta. I'll get it right eventually. Lueta is actually on second with a stand-up double. I apologize.
Strike 2.
She comes in with a 500, so split the difference there.
1 ball, 2 strikes the
Lueta.
count.
So Estringel coming in with a run off a drop third strike. Off a stand-up double by Audrey
Strike
Lueta.
3, that'll
And
leave
that's
us
strike
off.
3 and make it 4 strikeouts for Jolie Mann. And we go to the bottom of the first. 1-0, Agua Dulce. Again, you heard from Sydney O'Brien earlier. She's in the 8th grade. The Lady Cats junior high softball team will be in Pettis next Thursday and at 5:30. So you can head over to North Bee County or catch us online here at ST Lady Cat Nation on YouTube. We'll bring you a junior high softball, 7th and 8th. A lot of 7th graders in that mix. You can call it the A team, the B team, or the purple or the white team. On the mound, number 4. Get everybody here correct. is going to be Jalissa Ramirez. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm pulling away. I appreciate it, though. I'm sort of more concerned about this than I am about my fingers.
Well, I don't know. It only takes one.
I know, but when you're attacking, you sort of think like, no, I'm thinking more about that. But you're right.
Yeah.
It would hurt. It could break one. I don't need my
I don't want
fingers.
you to be casual.
I don't-
Wild pitch.
No, absolutely. I should put him like about right here.
There you go. Either that or the little
But you never know. It's coming so
on the
fast.
bottom.
Yeah. That's why we have this.
Yep.
Could go a little tighter on it, but
All right, the top of the order for the Lady Cats brings out number 8, Brogan Schmidt for the Lady Cats.
Brogan Schmidt coming in with a 405 batting average, leading on all 4 Skidmore-Tynan. Once again, Agua Dulce putting up 1 run in the top of the first. We'll look at some of their players. And that was right back to the
Ball popped up and caught by
Pitcher.
the pitcher for the first out.
Jalissa Ramirez,
That brings up number
who
2
is on the
for
mound
Lady
and
Cats,
has the putout.
Alexis Flores.
Estrin Hedl, who made the 1 run, is behind home plate catching. And here comes Alexis Flores with a 333 average. We'll look at a little bit of the lineup for Agua Dulce as we proceed here.
High ball one.
On first base is Juliana Gutierrez. I believe that's Audrey Lueta on third.
Outside ball 2.
It's going to be hard to see the numbers in the front. The back numbers are a little bit bigger. I believe Juliana Gutierrez at first, and right next to her at second. We'll get the numbers eventually, folks.
Foul back. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike.
Looks like Avery Gonzalez at short. A little tougher to read the numbers on these nice jerseys by Agua Dulce.
Low ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Emma Jacobo appears to be on second. Give everybody their recognition. Yeah, it is Avery Gonzalez. That's a foul.
Foul ball.
So going now, it looks like we've got Lueta on third.
Takes us to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Audrey Lueta, Avery Gonzalez at short. Emma Jacobo on second. Juliana Gutierrez on first. Jalissa Ramirez at the plate. And Haley Estrin Hedl.
Swing and a miss.
Strikeout.
3 for the first out.
Estrin Hedl, who scored the
brings
1
up
run in the
number
top of the
6,
first, is
Jolie
behind the
Mann
plate.
for the Lady
Here's
Cats.
Jolie Mann. Again, this is her final game here, along with, I'm gonna start recognizing the seniors here. Already with 4 strikeouts in 1 inning. Technically, there were 4. Ball gets
ball
by. So Jolie Mann heading to Texas A&M Kingsville to play softball. This is a player that's good at the plate and awesome on the mound. So she, of course, eclipsed the 1,000 strikeout mark a couple of games back.
Strike 1.
That was inside for a strike,
1 ball, 1 strike is the count on man.
along with 2 outs. A strikeout by Ramirez and also a pop-up right to her. She didn't have to move much.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
1 and 2, so Jalissa
1 ball, 2
Ramirez
strikes, the count.
up on the count. We'll get the outfielders in a little bit when they come in. If I can get a proper angle for Agua Dulce. I did make a mistake earlier. It was Lueta who had the double
Swing and a miss. Strike
strikeout.
3.
Lueta who
Inside.
had the stand-up double, bringing in Haley Estrin Hedl. So let's see who's out at the right side. Well, I didn't get anybody. but we'll get them when they go back out again. I think I've covered everybody. I did not get any lineups with their positions. I got situated here and got myself ready to rock and roll. So we go to the top of the second. Skidmore-Tynan with no runs. You know, we could say, well, is this game mean anything? Of course it means something. Any game, I don't care what sport it is, means something. And the one run did come in the top of the first at Steen Hill on a stand-up double by Audrey Loera. And they're going to call it in. I always feel like they move the softball game a little bit quicker than they do baseball. Baseball sometimes.
First up for the Lady Longhorns will be number 22, Emma Jacobo.
Be smart, baby girl. Let's go.
Second baseman Emma Jacobo to the plate, coming in with a .457 batting average.
High ball one. Ball
2-0.
two.
Let's go.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Strike.
That was pretty.
2 balls, 1 strikes the count.
Once again, I'm going to let PA announcer Derek Franco take some of the action for you.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 is the count.
Emma Jacobo has a sister out there, Jackie, number 3, Jackie Jacobo. I'm not sure if she's in the starting lineup or on the rotation, but the 2 Jacobo sisters.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the first out. Brings up number 23, Juliana Gutierrez for the Lady Longhorns.
Playing first base, Juliana Gutierrez with a .563 batting average. More chance of getting on base than not.
High ball one.
A snow cone catch on that one by Brogan Schmidt. Good job. Jolie Mann has faced 5 batters and
Strike one.
actually 6 batters.
1 ball, 1 strikes the count.
This is the 7th batter. The 6 batters, there's been 5 strikeouts and a double. The throw to first, nicely done. Danny Munoz to
Batter down at first. Brings
Leonard.
up number 8, Avery Silva for the Lady Longhorns.
Avery Silva with a .459 batting average coming into this game. So a nice ground out. Quick throw nicely by Danny Munoz to Leon Nance.
Blue calls it an out.
Freshman to freshman.
2 down. Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes our count.
Avery Silva, .459 batting average. Representing the 8th batter.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
5
1 ball, 2 strikes.
strikeouts, a ground out, and an RBI stand-up double by Audrey Loera. That one hit the
Ball 2. 2-2 is the count.
Like to shout out to you out there that are watching from hopefully all over the world, but mostly probably Texas. But we've got my good friend Bob Howard from California, Redding, California. Hello, Bob. And we've got a few dear friends of mine and becoming very dear. And from
ball 3, takes us to
Castroville.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, I know Frank and Brenda Mann, along with a lot of friends from Castroville. Thank you all for joining us. You guys were here last time. And Silva takes first.
Butter takes her base.
2 outs, 1 runner.
That brings out
on.
number 6, Aliana Rivera for the Lady Longhorns.
Aliana Rivera with a .476 batting average, a lefty. Oh, that was beautiful.
Strike 1.
Now, last time, the 1-2 punch of Jolie Mann and Brogan Schmidt, if you want to throw in Natalie Ramirez, they kept
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Destiny Hell on first. It wasn't until
No balls, 2 strikes, our count.
Audrey Loera had the RBI double.
Strike 3.
And
Carrying the
down goes Rivera. You guys keeping tabs with me? I believe that's number 6, strikeout number 6, and I could be wrong. You got to understand too that if you drop a third strike, if the catcher drops the third strike, the runner can go to first, but it's still a strikeout. But the runner can still get to base. Obviously, that's why you run. And in the case of Agua Dulce in the bottom of the first, rather the top of the first, Haley Estrinel makes it there and then eventually goes all the way around on a stand-up double, 1 RBI, and that's where the run came in from that. So you got to be careful. I mean, you're getting some pitches from Jolie Mann that are amazing. She's awesome. But kudos to Brogan Schmidt for very, very low error percentage, I tell you. Same with Natalie Ramirez behind the plate. They do a good job. I mean, I don't know if I could hold on to one of her pitches, so let's keep that in mind. So if you're keeping tabs, it is 6 strikeouts. And Skidmore-Tynan now will bat in the bottom of the second, and it will be in order. It'll be Kylie Kinney, senior, also senior Allie Hernandez on deck.
Starting it off for the Lady Cats will be number 3, Kylie Kinney.
Kylie Kinney coming in with a .318 batting average and participating in regional golf in the Gabe Lozano Golf Center, or the golf course, I should say, in Corpus Christi, and did very well. Just to be there. That's a tap up. It drops, and she's going to be safe.
Over the pitcher, make it to first base.
Kylie Kinney is safe.
That brings up number 7, Ali Hernandez for the Lady Cats.
Ali Hernandez coming in with a .371 batting average. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Kylie Kinney on first, the senior. And now the senior to the plate, second baseman, Ali Hernandez. Kylie Kinney playing left field today.
Strike 1 on the first pitch.
And we'll keep an eye also on Estrinel, now behind the plate for Agua Dulce, and Jalissa Ramirez. See if Kylie Kinney will try to scoot on over to second and steal.
High ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes the count.
As Avery Gonzalez at short, who would be taking the throw from Estrinel, the catcher. See what happens here.
Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strikes the count.
Looking over to Gutierrez is Estrinel as well, making sure to keep Kylie Kinney honest on first. It's a pitch from Jalissa Ramirez to Ali Hernandez.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
2-1. 2-2 rather.
2 strikes our count.
2-2 the count. 1 runner on, nobody out. Bottom of the second. Skidmore-Tynan trying to get something going there.
High ball.
There goes a throw and safe.
Runner safe at second.
Kylie
Making
Kinney
it safe to second.
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
throws up a little bit of dust,
Taking our count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
sand, whatever you want to call it. And Coach Gonzalez, who's walking a
Got time called
lot
on the field.
faster now, is going to go check, see if she's okay. Now she's going to have to wash the entire uniform.
Go, Kylie.
So, this is my last softball game. I'm not coming out.
All right, Kylie Kinney says she's okay.
You're going to have to drag me out of this. Kylie Kinney is senior, and now senior Ali Hernandez.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, 3 for our first out.
So
That brings up number 5, Natalie Ramirez.
324 batting average for Natalie Ramirez. Playing shortstop today. Also has had her time behind the plate at catcher. 1 runner on, Kylie Kinney with 1 out.
High ball 1.
There goes Kinney.
Runner advances to third.
That would have gotten my kneecap. Natalie Ramirez. Attempted
Foul
bunt
ball.
goes foul, so
1 ball, 1 strikes the count.
1-1, 1 out, 1 runner on. 1-0. Agua Dulce, playoff bound Lady Longhorns. Next Thursday, 2 games. Shiner. And if necessary, there'll be a game Friday. And that bunt is laid down, and a run will score. Skidmore-Tynan
Runner's called out at first.
out at first. Kylie Kinney scores.
That brings out number 23, Leah Nance.
And I talked a lot about this back-to-back freshmen, Leah Nance and Danny Munoz. Leah Nance coming in with a 243 batting average. They're going to be another 1-2 punch that people are going to have to deal with.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
They're just freshmen. Just going down the list, we've got the freshman Recio, Franks, Cuevas, Munoz,
Foul ball. No balls and 2
and
strikes.
Nance. So they have as many freshmen out there as they do seniors, and mix it in with a few sophomores and juniors. So
Foul tip.
well, that's not helping my situation here, folks.
No balls, 2 strikes, remains the same.
I don't have it tightened up down well enough. I apologize, but we'll get it refocused. Here we go. Try to get it back in time. I don't want to give you guys vertigo or anything, or make y'all seasick or nauseous.
Low ball 1.
1 and 2, 2 outs, 1 run.
1 ball, 2 strikes, our count.
1 run has crossed home plate here in the bottom of the second, 1-1. And Skidmore-Tynan, of course, losing a heartbreaker in Kennedy on Tuesday, which
Swing
extinguished
and a miss.
the
That'll retire the
playoff
side.
hopes.
Not before the Lady Cats had a run come in, tied the game up, 1 apiece.
I believe in left field. I think I got left field, and that was Avery Silva out there. No balls have gone out there. So that's kudos to Jalissa Ramirez on the mound for keeping everything inside. Did have 1 go deep, and that was in the top of the first, and that was Audrey Lueta who put 1 out there and bringing in Estinel. Everything else is kind of taking place Infield. That was a pitch that had that ball just crawled up the fence beautifully. That had a little bit of spin on it, kind of like billiards, but it crawled the fence beautifully. You almost have, if I tried that, I couldn't get that. But her pitch had something special on it.
At the top of the order for the Lady Longhorns, number 9, Haley Estringle.
Let's get it in, Haley.
So we're in the top of the third. So, top of the third, 2 full innings have been played. Agua Dulce scoring theirs in the top of the first, and Skidmore-Tynan in the bottom of the second. Almost have to hang on to my equipment here. Fell behind on the batter.
Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike's our count.
Estin held back the Lady Longhorn, who scored the run on that double from Loera. RBI double. She went all the way from first.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
2.
And Estin held
1 ball, 2 strikes,
reached
our count.
on a third strike, but unable to capitalize with the Lady Cats. That's how she got on first, and then Loera brought her in. Popped there, and that looks like Hernandez out for the
Ali Hernandez with the catch
First
for the
out.
first out. That brings up number 4.
senior
for the Lady
Ali
Longhorns,
Hernandez.
Jalissa Ramirez.
And now the pitcher, Jalissa Ramirez. And Jolie Mann working on 6 strikeouts.
Outside, ball 1.
Gotta hang on a little bit more onto my top of my bracket.
Swing and a miss. Strike.
Swing and a miss, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-1. Nobody on.
Let's go, babe.
Here at Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cat softball field. Oh, that's
Strike 2.
that was beautiful right in there. You saw it from here. And Pancho Hombre, that was a beautiful strike there by Jolie. Got her looking.
Second out. Got to bring up number 5, Avery Gonzalez for the Lady Longhorns.
Shortstop Avery Gonzalez for 22. I gave Avery the credit for the Loera double earlier, although she does herself have quite an impressive batting average. Loera at 500, 422 for Gonzalez, and again, all of this thanks to the Refugio
Foul back.
Sports Network. Now I gotta hold on to 2 things now.
1 ball, 1 strike's our count.
I don't have time right now to reinforce everything, so I'm bringing it to you how I see it right now.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't see a ball up on the scoreboard, but 2 strikes. So we've got man with 1 strike away here from ending it. That's a little
Outside, ball.
just a little outside, as Bobby
2-2 is the count.
Euchre would say. Here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Got her
Strike 3.
swinging.
That'll in the side.
8 strikeouts for Jolie Mann, and we'll go to the bottom of the third, all knotted up at 1. Looking at the lineup, just looking down, the seniors, of course, being recognized earlier today, and I kept the broadcast going. It's Alexis Flores, Kylie Kinney, Jolie Mann, Ali Hernandez, Brogan Schmidt, Emma Koenig, and the manager, Nayeli Martinez. If we look down the roster, Skidmore-Tynan has some impressive freshmen. Alyssa Recio, Gracie Franks, that's 2. Aaliyah Cuevas, Danny Munoz,
Starting it off for
and
the
Leah
Lady
Nance.
Cats, number 10.
I
Danny
counted
Munoz.
5, and here's a freshman coming up, Danny Munoz, to lead off the bottom of the third, 1-1. It's talking about the future, and that's that 1-2 in that lineup with Nance and Munoz. That's going to be an impressive one once they settle in. I mean, still learning, but you got to have some talent because Coach. And there is a hit over, taken there by center field, right where she needed to be.
Number 11, Eliza Garcia for the Lady Cats.
As Emily Garza. Nicely done. Didn't have to move, but a nice whack at that one by Danny Munoz and Eliza Garcia Jr. I hope I'm right on all of these. I don't have their classifications right in front of me.
Ball 1.
The wind is muffled out as far as the audio, but it's still knocking me around a little bit. I have to admit, I'm using a new device today, and new contraption, as I want to call it. And
Outside, ball 2.
I'll master it in time.
2 balls, no strikes.
Even down to
Okay.
like, hey, I'll go watch a YouTube video. It's like things got loose on me right here, and I'm going to have to after. I want to do it right now, but we'll do it when we move into the 4th inning. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strikes our count.
2-1, 1 out. Getting that 1 out. Danny Munoz with a good hit out to center, but a good catch there by Emily Garza at center field. Again,
Ball 3.
Jalissa Ramirez on the mound.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Haley Estrinel is behind the plate at the catcher position. As the PA announcer, Derek Franco, said, 3-1. See if she waits on this one. She looks this one in.
Strike 2. Takes us to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, I found something I got to tighten here. I'm sorry. You normally strike call.
3.
Out number 2.
Takes us to the top of the order with number 8, Brogan Schmidt for the Lady Cats.
Brogan Schmidt. Those are a couple of good pitches. Fighting back from a 3-1 deficit to get the last 2 strikes was Jalissa Ramirez.
Strike 1.
The only problem with calling from right here is I like that the umpire moves over a little bit. Not that he does it for me, but I get to see the pitcher coming right. Pop up there, taken there.
Second baseman for the 3rd out to end the
3rd out, and that does look like 22. Emma Jacobo. So we go to the 4th, 1-1. So now both teams with goose eggs in the 3rd inning. Agua Dulce putting theirs up in the top of the 1st, and Skidmore-Tynan getting their run in the bottom of the 2nd. Nobody scores in the 3rd, and here we are in the top of the 4th. 2 runs Going back to Agua Dulce, the run by Haley Estrinel on a stand-up double RBI hit, bringing in Estrinel. And Kylie Kinney scoring the run for Skidmore-Tynan. Not too many balls have really been hit to the outfield. Of course, Loetta hit one out there, and where she had the stand-up double, got by Flores, and the shot by Danny Munoz out to center. Thought it was going to do a little damage, but Emily Garza nicely gets under it for the putout. Looking at some of the others, I guess if we look at the juniors, just going off my memory here, we had 5 seniors. I'm sorry, we had 6 seniors. I counted 5 freshmen on the team. And
All right, that brings up number 21, Audrey Loetta for the Lady Longhorns.
third
to start it
baseman,
off.
Audrey Loetta. She's the one that hit that stand-up double, bringing in
Get another big hit, Audrey.
Haley Estrinel for Agua Dulce.
You're not coming.
Little encouragement for Audrey from the right side. Nicely done. And let's see. Now you got Alexis Flores. She came here last time. See if she does it again.
Foul back.
Oh, that was my spot over there. Audrey. Now they're harassing Audrey.
That was bad.
That was quite fast.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes our count.
1-1, just underway here in the top of the 4th. Again, Agua Dulce putting up their run in the top of the 1st. Skidmore-Tynan putting up theirs in the bottom of the 2nd.
High ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strikes our count.
2-1. Very seldom does Jolie get behind on the count. And when she does, she has a way to masterfully come back from it. She'll put one right here. A strike coming.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Swung at one a little high,
2
but
balls, 2 strikes our count.
she knew what she was doing. 2-2.
Good eye, baby. Good eye.
Full count. Money pitch coming up. Nobody out.
Got full count. Of
course.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Audrey Loetta, third baseman, put it out in center field with a stand-up double, bringing in Haley Estrinel. That's their run. That one goes
Foul
up.
back. Count remains the same. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I like when the ball goes back and everybody goes back. Is it not my car? Not my car. Here we go. And
Goes
let's,
up.
that is dropped.
Ball is dropped and the runner is safe at first, but brings up number
So Loetta
11,
on
Emily
base
Garza for the
again.
Lady Longhorns.
For the second time, Emily Garza, number 11,
There you go.
playing center field. 375 batting average coming in.
Strike 1.
Hoban has stolen base. It was Estrinel earlier. Although she ended up going around second, third, and on home for the first run. Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
Did have Kylie Kinney steal, which was valuable. And Coach Gonzalez had to go check on her, but without that steal, and then she ended up taking third on an errant pitch. And there goes Loetta.
Runner advances.
Loetta to second. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. Emily Garza, center fielder, trying to get Loetta, the third baseman, in. She's in scoring position. Nobody out. Strikeout.
For the first out. Brings up number 22,
Let's go, baby.
Emma Jacobo.
I'm counted 9 strikeouts for
Get out there, baby.
Emma
Let's go.
Jacobo.
Don't leave her out there. Let's go.
second baseman, who had the last put out for Agua Dulce.
Low ball 1.
Now you got to keep an eye on Loetta on second. You got third baseman Danny Munoz, and remember that Kylie Kinney needs to back her up just in case.
Pop back. Foul ball.
I would have been your car. I'm
1 ball, 1 strike is our count.
not. That would be your car. And it would be Emma. Let's go, Ed. Come on, 22. Be smart, baby. Let's go. Let's go!
A little tapper.
Short,
The
son.
short throw is not.
First baseman
Gets
just
by
runs
first
across
baseman,
base.
and here
Runner will
comes
come in to score.
Audrey Loetta.
It's going to be an out.
No, she was out because she hit the shortstop. She hit the girl. Audrey hit her.
Oh, there's going to be interference called, I believe, out.
That'll be second out for interference.
So that is an out on interference on the base running. Coach wants to know what's going on there. I was a little quick on the trigger. Coach Calvis is okay with it. So you interfere as you're running the bases on the throw from Ramirez over to Nance. Two outs.
Go, Julie, let's go! Go, Julie. Don't leave her on the base, babe, let's go!
High ball 1. This is Juliana Gutierrez at the plate.
Juliana Gutierrez, first baseman. Jacobo on, it's Jacobo on
Outside
first.
Ball 2.
Again, as I reiterate, Jolie Mann's speed on the balls makes it a little tougher for Jacobo to even try to steal. But that goes back
Foul ball.
under a Chevy.
That brings us to 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 to count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Jacobo.
Good eye, good
Just a
eye.
bit outside.
So 3-1.
Ball 3.
Gutierrez.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Up on man with Jacobo. Emma Jacobo on first.
Swing and a miss.
Strike.
Strike.
3-2. So now the runner
Full
has
count,
a
3
little
balls,
bit
2
of an
strikes.
advantage. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Juliana
Brings out
Gutierrez
number 8.
to first.
Avery Seedbutt for the Lady Longhorns.
Emma Jacobo to second.
Lady Longhorns will have 2 runners, one on first and 1 on second.
And left fielder Avery Silva to the plate.
Ball 1.
And you want to make sure you keep them there, because if runners get from first and second and advance to second and third, that would give them scoring position a little easier to round those bases.
Low ball 2.
2-0 the count.
2 balls, no
We're here in the
strikes.
top of the 4th inning. Skidmore-Tynan and Agua Dulce.
Good eye.
High ball 3.
You're way ahead, Avery, you're way ahead, baby, let's go!
3 balls, no strikes. The count. Low
Ball 4 will load the bases.
For number 6, Eliana Rivera coming out
Let's go, get it!
for the Lady Longhorns.
Big hit!
Again,
Time's calling the field.
Aliana Rivera with a 476, 2 outs, and this is a dream situation for batters. But you got 3 on, and the only thing that's not a dream scenario is, well, maybe it is. I mean, you've got an ace pitcher up on the mound heading to Texas A&M Kingsville. And this is an opportunity to say, hey, I faced off against Jolie Mann, and let's see what I can do. Strike.
One on the first pitch.
You're
Big hit, kid, let's go.
and Jolie Mann, of course, focusing on the batter right now. The runners don't matter if you get the batter.
Outside ball.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. It's our count.
You strike out the batter, or you have a put out on the batter. Those 3 runners do not matter.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a
strike
miss. So a strike away from trying to leave.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Our count.
The bases loaded is Jolie Mann. There it
Strike 3.
is.
That'll end the side.
And the bases stay loaded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Here come the Lady Cats. Again, 1 run had crossed, but overruled due to runner interference on the base pads. Interfered with the shortstop making the play. So now the bottom of the 4th, 1-1. Again, it was Agua Dulce putting up their run in the top of the 1st, and Skidmore-Tynan putting up their run in the bottom of the 2nd, and Goose Eggs from that point on. And now Skidmore-Tynan trying to break that trend and get some runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Looking to my right, the Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns are going to the playoffs. I don't know if they're the 4 or the 3, but basically up at the top, Woodsboro, Refugio, and then Kennedy and Agua Dulce. Kennedy defeating Skidmore-Tynan 2-1.
First up to bat, number 2, Alexis Flores for the Lady Cats.
In the bottom of the 7th, break the hearts of the Lady Cats game, 2-1. Would have made this game maybe a little more intense, but it's still intense. It's like I said, you play the game in the playoffs, whether you're not making the playoffs, just go have some fun and win.
Foul ball.
I think that surprised him. Nobody looking up on that one. That hit the home stands. Alexis Flores, the lefty, the senior, likes to put it out at right center.
Low ball 1.
You know,
1 ball, 1 strike.
I've witnessed so many good pitchers in district. This is the 14th game in district, and greatly improved all the pitchers. And I'm afraid I'll leave somebody out, but I'm going to shot up, and once
Foul
again,
ball. She's got everybody woke up at the bleachers.
Alexis Flores waking
1
everybody
ball,
up.
2 strikes is our count.
You know, you go from the top, Woodsboro, and of course, Sidney Castillo heading to Coastal Bend College to play with the Cougars, and I'll be there tomorrow, actually. Nice throw, and it's out. Well done, Jacobo to Rodriguez. Make that
That brings up number
Gutierrez.
6, Jolie Mann for the Lady
Jacobo to
Cats.
Gutierrez stretching for it. That's the way it's done. Jolie Mann with 1 out. Of course, you want to have runners on with the power of Jolie Mann, but still doesn't mean she doesn't want to put one out of the park. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on. Strike inside. Again, I'm impressed. Emma Jacobo to Juliana Gutierrez as Gutierrez stretched for that one.
High ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
1 ball, 1 strike's our count on man.
Nobody on. It's 1-1. A lot of ones on the board right now. On deck is our Skidmore-Tynan's only run, and that is Kylie Kinney.
Outside ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike's our count.
Again, thank you for joining us. I know you're softball fanatics, you're Lady Cat fans, or Lady Longhorns if you are from Agua Dulce. Thank you for joining this broadcast.
Foul ball.
That one comes right in
2
front
balls,
of me.
2 strikes our count.
Again, the freshman Gracie Franks with her granddad in California, Redding, California. That's just popped up. That's going to be Estrinel with the
Fly ball
out.
caught by the catcher. Man will be out at first.
That's well done. She played it just like she needed
That brings
to.
up number 3, Kylie Kinney.
She had a big
up to
smile
the
on her
plate
face.
for the
Does
Lady
Haley
Cats.
Estrinel. Kylie Kinney with the only run for Skidmore-Tynan thus far. Board went out, and they got to get it back. We are at 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Here's Kylie Kinney. That goes to the right, and foul.
Foul ball.
Hits the pavement. Dirt in the eyes for
Got
it.
time on the field.
Haley Estrinel got a
Catcher
little-
needs some assistance. She got some dirt in her eye.
Haley Estrinel. You certainly need your vision for receiving the pitches of Jalissa Ramirez. I'm going to go back to the pitching. You know, certainly with Woodsboro, you know, you got Sidney Castillo heading to Coastal Bend College.
No balls and 1 strike's our count. High ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike's our count.
Also looking at the underclassmen at Woodsboro, you got Zaylee Villarreal, who put on a performance at the Skidmore tournament, which Woodsboro took first place. You got Refurio with Sember Cancino and taken there by Emma Jacobo for the out. Well done. And we will go to the 5th. Emma Jacobo putting on a show here on the defensive side. See if I can. I've gotten rid of the wind. Well, I didn't get rid of the wind. God controls that. But I position myself where I'm a little better off, and I'm learning my equipment. You know, you got mechanical, you got electronics, technology, you've got digital, all these fancy words. But we go to the 5th, 1-1. It was 2-1. It was 2-1 at Kennedy on Tuesday. Kennedy, of course, extinguishing any playoff possibilities for Skidmore-Tynan on Tuesday, 2-1 with the victory. And that left this game where I hate to say games are meaningless. They all mean something. It's real life. It's
First up for the Lady Longhorns will be number 9, Haley Estringle.
Haley Estrinel. There's a tapper, gets away.
Second baseman into the outfield.
And going to be over to second. Stand-up double there for Haley Estringhel.
That brings up number 4 for the Lady Longhorn, Jalissa Ramirez.
The pitcher, Jalissa Ramirez, with Haley Estringhel, who has been there before. Actually was on first base when Luetta brought her in. And I would think that.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Top of the 5th. 1-1. A run was taken off the board for Agua Dulce.
Ball 1.
Due to
1 ball, 1 strike is our count.
runner interference. Strike off.
Strike 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes is our count.
Jalissa, who they're calling Juju.
Low ball 2.
Estringhel
2 balls,
on
2
second.
strikes. Foul back.
Let's go.
Count remains the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two and two the count. Got her
Strike
again.
for the first out. Brings up number 5 for the Lady Longhorns, Avery Gonzalez.
Not sure, unofficially 10 strikeouts for Jolie Matt. Avery Gonzalez with
ball.
1 out. Haley Estringhel on second. Off a double. Really a single tack on an error, but we'll just say it was a double.
Swing and a miss, strike
1 and 1 to count. 1 out.
1 ball, 1 strike is our count.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on, 1-1. All ones, except we're in the 5th. Top of the 5th.
High ball 2.
Estringhel will go to third.
Two balls and 1 strike is our count. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
So right now,
2 balls, 2 strikes our count.
2 and 2 the count, 1 out, runner on third. That is Estringhel. Good speed on third. So with 1 out, probability of getting the
High ball 3.
full count.
Takes us to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Avery Gonzalez. Oh, that
Foul
was pretty.
ball.
That was foul. That certainly would have brought in Estringhel, but that one goes foul. Not too many have left. Good pitching tonight with
Count remains the same.
Jolie
3
Mann.
balls, 2 strikes.
and Jalissa
Nothing high, let's go.
Ramirez. They've done a good job.
Swing and a
And
miss,
a
strike
swing
3
and a
for
miss.
out number 2. That brings up number 21 for the Lady Longhorns,
Hey, don't leave her out there, let's go.
Audrey Luetta.
Audrey Luetta at the plate.
Of course, she had that first stand-up double RBI that brought in
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Estringhel. So now there's right now at the plate. The only difference is it was a double, stand-up double, and
Foul to the right.
that
Foul,
allowed Estringhel to swing
No
all
balls,
the way
2
around.
strikes our count.
So big opportunity here in the top of the 5th for Joe Lehman right here.
Low ball 1.
You got a little room to work here, does Jolie Mann. 1 and 2, and you knew she wasn't going to go just down the pipe here. But at the same time, you don't want a wild pitch either because you got an easy run right there at third by Estine Hedl.
Low ball 2.
2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, our count.
Now we've got a lot of twos. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third.
Swing and a miss.
And that is going to bring in a run.
Runner comes in.
And on a drop pitch, that was
The
a
Lady Longhorns to
strikeout.
take the lead. Brings up number 11, Emily Gottesda for the Lady Longhorns.
That was a strikeout, but you got to hang on to the third strike. And because of that, in comes Estine Hedl and Luera to first.
Swing and a
Swing
miss,
and a miss.
strike 1.
Emily Garza at center field has already played wonderfully out there, along with Hakovo at second with good fielding skills by those 2 Lady Longhorns.
Outside, ball 1.
Now out there is
1 ball, 1 strike. is our count.
Luera. Emily Garza.
Ball 2. Outside, ball 3.
You're way ahead, babe. Let's go.
3 balls, 1 strikes, the count.
3 and 1, 2 outs. Runner on first. Audrey Luera. Emily Garza at the plate. Strike call.
2. Takes us to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
So every light is on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on first. So a little advantage here for Audrey Luera. Got her looking.
In the side. Leaves a runner stranded on the first base.
And my unofficial count, 13 strikeouts, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Once again, that run by Haley Estine Hedl. So Estine Hedl gets the run in the top of the first off a double by Luera. And here again, Luera, but this time on Luera's strikeout, but because the third pitch was not handled, in comes Estine Hedl and Luera gets to first. So Luera responsible for a couple of RBIs. Kylie Kinney, the lone run for Skidmore-Tynan here. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And up to bat to lead off the bottom of the 5th is senior number 7, Ali Hernandez. Looking to put one out of here. Hey, come over here and she's going to come up to bat. I want you to talk.
Starting it off for the Lady Cats will be number
This is the
7,
moment.
Ali Hernandez.
She's going to put one out of the park here. All right.
I hope so.
Allie's mom's right here. And she's going to put one out of the park. Whether it's her last at bat, whether it's her second to last, when we go into 10 innings, we'll find out. But here's Ali Hernandez.
Foul ball
That's just one. That's just one.
for strike 1.
If
No
I
balls,
if I
one
give you a bad
strike.
angle, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
good?
It's good right here.
It's one of. We're gonna talk her into a double, triple,
Double,
or
triple?
a home run.
I'll take a single. Okay,
She's gonna knock out that one bulb out there on the strike. Here's Ali Hernandez. I'm setting her up right here. To the plate.
High ball 1.
and takes that one in at
1 ball,
1
1
and
strike's our
1.
count.
Playing magnificently at second base throughout for the Lady Cats. 1 and 1 the count. One swing will tie it up.
Pops it up. Second baseman has
And the second
The
base
first
one,
down.
it had to go to second base, didn't it?
I know exactly where she played.
We're gonna get it next
Hey,
time.
who's this coming to the plate for the Lady Cats? None else than number 5, Natalie Ramirez.
Natalie Ramirez to the
Way to move,
plate. We've got the wind muffled, and you can hear me well, but
Strike one on the first.
Natalie Ramirez is always gonna be due to an injury, and I can see why. She can't swing due to an injury, but she's magnificent at the serve in volleyball. It's crazy. It's just crazy. But there is a injury that makes her
Ball one.
have to lay it down
1 ball, 1
on
strike's our
a
count.
bunt. And it doesn't affect her bunt, and it does not affect the motion of the volleyball serve, which he is an ace out there. Can't wait to watch her again on the volleyball court. She lays it down. Could be trouble. Got her.
Out at first.
And
That brings up
Ramirez
number
to
23 for the Lady
Gutierrez
Cats.
for
Layup
the
now.
second out here in the bottom of the 5th. Laying outs, and on deck, Danny Munoz. I'm always going to tie them together. So should Nats get on, Danny Munoz is on deck. 2-1.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Swing and a miss. I was going to have 3 broadcasts or 3 streams, but I kept the first one together because I thought it was going to be a little bit quicker to go from the senior night
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
into the game. It took a little longer. I'm not going to split it up. So if you guys go watch this, y'all can fast forward in YouTube. That's easy to do. All of you know how to do that. But we will end the stream, and I'm going to get my camera off, and then we're going to go inside, get some microphones ready, and maybe
Ball one.
get the microphones
1 ball,
ready
2 strikes.
and do a few interviews perhaps with the seniors. And you heard from them. You heard their futures, their desires, their memorable moments. But we'll probably just do a general. Staying alive
Ball,
is
ball.
Leonette's.
Count remains the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Leonette's. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. We got an identical score to the Kennedy Skidmore-Tynan.
Foul back.
That one goes back. Staying
Count
alive
remains the
is
same. 1 ball, 2
Leonette.
strikes.
Staying alive. There's a little bit of wind. The wind feels good.
Low ball, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, our count.
Deuces are wild, 2-2, as you heard PA announcer. Derek Franco, 2 outs. They've got 2. The Lady Cats have 1. A tight win here in Skidmore-Tynan. Here on April 17th.
Foul back.
Allen just barely cleared
2 balls, 2 strikes is
the
our count.
tower.
Taking back to my prime days, Mom.
Leonance. Coach Duran rooting her on from first. Says, come see me at first.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss for the third out.
Hit on the side.
And that will end 5 innings. So Skidmore-Tynan, nobody comes across. It's 2-1, and we'll go to the 6th. So we heard from Sidney O'Brien during our little hiatus, if you will, between the senior night recognition and the game. So y'all go back and watch that if you didn't. Sidney O'Brien telling us about Lady Cat Junior High softball. And we'll be there to bring that to you if you can't make the trip to Pettis at 5:30 next Thursday night. Okay? Also, and I should have it with me. Yeah, I got it right here. I wrote everything down. So I may talk about a little thing while we get going here. I know Gutierrez is coming up. Jacobo's coming up. I see them getting ready. But here on April the 17th, 2026, our Lady Cats, of course, hosting the Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns, who are playoff bound.
Leading it off for the Lady Longhorns, number 22, will be Emma Jacobo.
Emma Jacobo, who also has her sister Jackie in the lineup, but has not seen any action yet. But Emma Jacobo, who's doing magnificently in the field as well as at the plate. So Jacobo making a name for herself here. And they are playoff bound next Thursday against Shiner for 2 games. And if needed, next Friday for the deciding 3rd game of the 3-game series. Skidmore-Tynan here against Agua Dulce. The Lady Cats.
High ball 2.
The Lady Cats will end
2 balls, no strikes.
their
Was our count.
season here tonight, their softball season. But not all of them are ending their softball careers. Jolie Mann is heading to A&M Kingsville. The Bobcat baseball started at 6.
Low ball 3.
Bobcat baseball, Battle of the
3
Bobcats
balls, no
in
strikes.
Refugio tonight.
Let's go, baby.
And Refugio 9-2 heading to the playoffs, the baseball team. And Skidmore-Tynan 2-9. Off an impressive victory against Pettis.
3 balls,
A
1
walk
strike.
off in the park home run by Chasen Chambers. You can get that video at ST Bobcat Nation on YouTube. Well done by Chasen Chambers. Little tapper and nobody there.
Batter will make it to first. That brings up number 23.
Nobody
for the
covering
Lady
first.
Longhorns, Juliana Gutierrez.
Keep it going, baby. Let's go. Get your good
If
hit.
the first, well, we won't get into that. Juliana Gutierrez, first baseman. Jacobo, second baseman on first. If that made any sense, the second baseman's on first, and the first baseman's at home.
Ball 1.
And nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Again, Bobcat baseball at Bobcat in Refugio. That game started at 7. 2-9 Skidmore-Tynan at
Outside
9-2
ball.
Refugio. Looking at the rest of the district, Kennedy 9-4 tonight at Woodsboro 12-1. Both of those teams are going to the playoffs. Port Aransas 2-11 is at Refugio
2 balls, 1
11-2.
strike.
The Refugio Lady Cats are going to the playoffs. Yorktown 2-11 at Pettis 1-12. And looking at the baseball side along with Battle of the Bobcats.
Ball 3.
There goes Jacobo. There goes
Runner advances to second.
Jacobo over at second.
Turn the speed up. Let's go, kid.
Takes our count to 3
along with the
balls,
Battle of the
1
Bobcats.
strike.
Kennedy 7-4 at Pettis 2-9. The Kennedy Lions are going to the playoffs. Yorktown 2-9 at Woodsboro 2-9. Port Aransas 10-1 at Agua Dulce 10-1. That is the game of the night.
Strike.
I'll tell you what, that is the game of the
Taking our
night.
count to
Port
full
A
count. 3 balls, 2
10-1
strikes.
at Agua Dulce 10-1. That's what's going on around the district.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the Lady Cats, first down. Brings up number 8 for the Lady Longhorns, Avery Silva.
Avery Silva, left field. And I have 14 strikeouts. I may have missed one. I'm not the stats person right here. I love stats, but it's hard for me to do too many things at once.
Swing and a miss, strike.
So I have 14 unofficially. We'll compare it with her mom, Lorinda Wright Man, when the game is over. But maybe you're keeping tabs at home. Again, thank you guys out there, Berta Aguilar and trying to bunt.
Strike 2.
The man's on all
No balls, 2 strikes.
my
are count.
friends from Castroville and from California. And there is a chat window if you'd like to kind of tell us where you hail from.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Strike 3. That's number 15 unofficially.
Brings up number 6 for the Lady Longhorns. Aliana Rivera.
Rivera, number 6, with just under 500 batting average.
Ball 1.
And over on second is Emma Jacobo. Again, as I mentioned, she's active on the field and on the base pads tonight has been Emma Jacobo. We're in the top of the 6th. And foul ball. So 0-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on. So Jolie Mann up on the batter right now.
1 ball, 1 strike, our count.
We'll talk about some other things coming up next week. And also we'll backtrack.
Foul back, strike 2.
That's right, let's go.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Congratulations to William Sturgeon going to state in golf in Austin, and Keithan Wilson, who is alternate. Also a regional finalist, Kylie Kinney, golf. So we got some great golfers. So good luck
Outside
to
ball,
William
2.
Sturgeon. And again,
2 balls,
Keithan
2
Wilson
strikes
as
is
well
our
as
count.
the alternate. And congratulations for a great season of golf for Kylie Kinney, as well as Kylie out here on the softball, base pads, and basketball.
Strike 3, it'll be the 3rd out.
Third
either
out.
Side.
That's number 16, if I'm correct. And that will take us to the bottom of the 6th here at Skidmore-Tynan. 2-1. It looks so familiar. Maroon Kennedy, 2-1. That scoreboard looks identical, but Skidmore-Tynan trying to do something here in the bottom of the 6th. Let's talk a little more about what's going on. I want to backtrack and we talked a little golf. We got some tennis coming up, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But tomorrow, folks, area
You're up, 3 down, girls.
track
Let's
and
go.
field at Cabanis Sports Complex in Corpus Christi on Saratoga. So we've got quite a few, and I don't have all of them here on my notes, but if you go to ST Bobcat Nation Facebook, you'll kind of get a list off that graphic of all of the boys and the girls that are heading there. And it's not just on the track. We're talking someone out there who's just impressive.
First up for the Lady
Dean
Cats, number
Carragher
10,
with
Danny
the
Munoz.
pole vault, triple jump. Mason Sweeney, I'm going to leave somebody out, so go check everything out. And then, of course, on the track with the 4x100, you name it. There's a lot of events. We're at area round. There's Danny Munoz, bottom of the 6th, trying to get something going for Skidmore-Tynan. ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook. Check out all that information.
Pops
And
it
that
down.
was down. That could land.
Scramble into it.
And there it is. Right center, Danny Munoz.
Rounds first,
Stand-up
hits the
double.
second.
She's
Takes
going to
off
take
the
third. Safe.
Safe at third. Infield triple. Brings up number 11.
Danny Munoz.
Eliza Garcia for the Lady Cats.
Eliza Garcia, number 11. The junior. Danny Munoz, the freshman. Well done. Nobody out. Danny Munoz represents the tying run at third.
Foul ball.
Danny Munoz heads up take off just in case. Represents the tie
No
and
ball,
run
1 strike.
for Skidmore-Tynan.
Garcia.
I apologize. My allergies have been vicious, and I may lose my voice. It's crazy. It just hit me. Took all precautions I could. I'll make it.
Outside ball 1.
Probably need
1 ball, 1 strike.
water.
Is our count?
I'll get my water at the intermission. That helps. Water always helps. Especially when you bathe or shower. May have to have PA announcer
Outside ball,
Mr.
2.
Franco do
2
some
balls,
of it.
1 strike is our count.
Nobody out. Runner on third, Danny Munoz. It's Eliza Garcia with a 2-1 count. Strike call, 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes our count on Garcia.
Skidmore-Tynan did,
Get on your toes, girls.
primarily
Get on your
led by
toes.
Jolie Mann, did leave the bases loaded on one of the innings. And that's big because that would have really hurt the Lady Cats in their chances here today.
Outside ball 3 takes us to full count.
Full count with a runner on third, nobody out. Eliza Garcia. Coach Gonzalez put a bat on the ball. There's always a tough one. Do you take it? Do you swing? Because it's 3 and 2. The money pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the
Strike
first
out.
out.
Here
Takes
comes
us back to the top of the
Brogan
order
Schmidt.
with number 8, Brogan Schmidt for the Lady. Gracie Franks going into pinch run for
pinch
Yeah.
runner is Gracie Franks.
bringing Brogan Schmidt to the plate.
I'm going to leave it right there, Mr. Howard. Gracie Franks on third. She's on the pad right now. Brogan Schmidt with 1 out. Got to get her in here. That's high.
High ball 1.
Estinel looks over to Lueta on third. Again, Gracie Franks, Curtis, the pinch runner, over on third base. Nobody else on.
Girls.
High ball 2.
Let's go.
2-0.
You got it.
2 balls, no strikes.
We're in the
Okay.
bottom of the 6th.
Fouled out.
Good effort by Estinel.
Foul ball takes our count. 2 balls, 1 strike on Schmidt.
You know, it's a lot tougher than it looks. You got to take the mask off and the face mask and then head back, find the ball, and do it that quickly. It's an advantage if you're a baseman, like first or third base, to do that. Even the pitcher. Alexis Flores on deck.
Foul ball.
Foul ball, 2-2 the
Taking
count.
our count to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Schmidt.
Hey, let's
We have
go.
1 out.
You got it, baby. Let's go.
Gracie Franks on third, being coached by, with her left boot still in, her left leg still in the boot. Coach Gonzalez, Tiffany Gonzalez. Coach Duran coaching at first. Foul
Foul
ball.
ball.
Just down the line. It was foul.
Count remains the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Mr. Howard, I want it to be, this is the game tying run right here for Gracie on third. I want it to be an exciting slide, but if Brogan Schmidt puts it out of here, then you don't have to worry about that. Foul ball. 2 and 2. 2-2 with 1
Schmidt
out.
battling. Count remains the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Ball 3. Takes us to full count.
You heard it there. Full count, 3-2. 1 out. Last time, a Lady Cat swung at it because Ramirez is doing a good job. Julissa Ramirez on the mound. And that was nice. She let that one go. A walk. Runners at the corner.
For the Lady Cats. Alexis Flores.
So
With runners in
Alexis,
the corners, first and third.
Alexis Flores, by being the lefty that she is,
Courtesy
now a
runner
courtesy
for
runner, and that is
Schmidt. Be Alyssa Recio.
Alyssa Recio for Brogan Schmidt. So we've got a couple of freshmen at the corners and a senior at the plate.
You ready, girls?
And the advantage of having a lefty up right now and a good one like Alexis Flores is she can pull it away from the third base line to give Gracie Franks an easier shot.
Foul ball. No balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and 1. 1 out. Runners at the corners.
Outside, ball 1.
And
Runner advances to second.
so Recio going, it's a smart move for Eston Hell, the catcher. The Lady Marlins 6, Refugio Lady Cats 16. So congratulations to the Refugio Lady Cats defeating the Lady Marlins, and they're going to the playoffs. That's a tapper. Gonna go third. Got her out. There goes the runner and safe. Now we're gonna go home and
Runner will be
safe.
time. Give her a round of applause. That's a tough little girl right there.
As Haley Estinhell, who took the injury, has sustained it. She is being assisted by the coaches from the catcher's position, and prayers that she's okay.
You walk, baby. Let's go. You got it, girls. Let's go.
A run did come in. It was quite a play. So 1 run does score, and that was the collision called safe. Gracie Franks was tagged out. And they're going to have, for Estine Head, number 1.
All right, that'll bring up number 6 for the Lady Cats, Jolie Mann.
Let's go, girls. Let's go. Let's get out of the city. Let's go.
Strike 1.
Be a wall, baby. Be a wall. Let's
Number
go.
1 in at catcher,
Let's go, babe.
I believe, is Juliana Farias. I'm not sure. Jolie Mann is at the plate.
High ball 1.
Alexis Flores
1 ball, 1
is
strike,
at
South.
third. We got a timeout. It's actually number 6 back there, I think. So once again, I prayers for the young lady that I've been kudos about, as far as her performance
Let's go.
on the offense and the defense as catcher, Haley Estinhel. And here we are, 2-2. 2-2.
Swing and a miss.
Here comes the
Runner's
runner.
coming in.
Save.
Home.
Skidmore-Tynan takes the lead. Well, we have 3 slides, and 2/3 isn't bad, folks.
She has to move.
Step out of the box.
So Jolie Mann remains 3-2. I'm going to talk about this one now. The runner is out.
We out, girls.
The runner's considered out for interference.
Let's go.
And we're going to go to
That'll
the
be the third
7.
out.
2-2.
2-2. 22.
So 2-2 here, and we go
Score
to,
remains the same, 2-2.
and we'll go to the 6. I hit too many. I'm beginning to lose track of where we are. I just hoping and praying that Haley Estinhel is okay, as she had a collision there with
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
Horacio.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm beginning to prefer the tripod, but it's too much wind right now. So I'm kind of hiding behind this backstop with a frame bracket to do my call, but that eliminates a little bit of my mobility, but that's okay. We're okay. So 2-2. Actually, I was in the right place. It is the 7. We'll get it right eventually. Back and forth we go. The run is good. The run is no good. It's happened twice already. Agua Dulce getting 1 run removed due to runner interference on the fielder, and so we went back from 2-1 to 1-1, and then here we were at 2-2, and in comes the third base runner, and some interference puts Skidmore-Tynan at 3-2. Then
All right, that'll bring up
removes
number
the 3.
1. Juliana Farias.
I think it was Juliana that is behind the plate. I could be wrong. I thought it was. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a little bit.
Low ball 1.
So, Juliana Farias in the top of the 7, 2-1, 2-2. Each team has had 1 run removed due to interference.
Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, Sarkan.
And the broadcaster, has had 1 inning removed due to the fact that I jumped forward, I jumped back, and now we're where we need to be. This is the top of the 7.
Inside, ball 2.
It's an exciting game, folks, and again, the best to the Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns. I do hope that they're back at 100% healthy.
Foul ball.
Why you got peace, Jules? Let's go, baby.
wakes up the dugout.
The pitcher,
2 balls, 2
Jalissa
strikes.
Ramirez, is on
Right,
deck.
okay, let's go.
Right to first.
Right over.
Nance with the out at first. Brings up
Solo
number
act.
4 for the Lady
Leonance
Longhorns.
for the out.
Jalissa Ramirez.
The pitcher to the batter's box now, so 1 down. Skidmore-Tynan would like nothing more than, hey, let's get the 3 outs, put 1 run in the bottom of the 7th, and let's end the season with a win.
Inside ball 1.
On deck is shortstop Avery Gonzalez.
Fouled back.
And in search for some more balls. I guess it wasn't a good ball.
Jolie said she didn't like that ball.
Good throw there. Good arm there by Coach Durant.
1 ball, 1 strike's the count.
Good eye, baby.
High ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th.
Let's go.
Pop back. Foul
And
ball.
here's the payment. There's actually a little...
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The ball would have to go really high to get where I'm at. It would have to have a backspin to it.
Good eye.
Good catch by
Outside ball
Schmidt.
3. Takes us to full count.
Full count and 1 out. Nobody on. Again, each team had a run.
High ball 4. Brings up number 5 for the Lady Longhorns, Avery Gonzalez.
No, nothing high, baby. Let's go. Come on, Avery.
Shortstop, Avery Gonzalez.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And nobody's stolen on the Jolie Man to Brogan Schmidt combination yet. I want to say the regular way, other than in a
Swing and a miss, strike
wild
2.
pitch. So up
No
quickly
balls, 2
is
strikes,
Brogan
the
Schmidt.
count.
Oh, my sister just said she loves me. Love you too. I have 8 sisters,
Outside ball 1.
but only that one loves me.
Swing and a miss.
She might make it again, and yeah, it's a little too late. 2 runners on.
That brings up number 21 for the Lady Longhorns, Audrey Loeta. Batter
Audrey
was out at first.
Calling already.
out at first.
Takes us to 2 outs.
Hey, let's go, Audrey. It's gonna be here, right here, Audrey. Let's go.
I didn't catch why she was out, but she was out at first. So runner on second. Here's Audrey Loeta. Pitch.
Strike 1.
That was a good
Right there, baby.
pitch.
Let's go. Audrey, got this, Audrey.
Jalissa Ramirez, the pitcher, behind our pitcher, Jolie Man, on second. 2 outs. Gotta go home with it. Well, a few errors happened, which allowed
Brings us to number 11.
the
Garza
pitcher,
for the Lady Longhorns.
Jalissa Ramirez, to come in. ball just came like shot out of a cannon right back to Jolie. And then when she did get it,
High ball 1.
she threw it out
Runner
of the
advances
cannon.
to third.
Lueta on third. And then Jolie throws it to first like a cannon. And it wasn't handled. So then it went over
Bring her in, babe. Bring her in.
Brogan's
Let's go.
head, bringing in Lueta.
Swing and a miss.
I should say, I'm
strike
sorry. Jalissa Ramirez came in
1 ball, 1
for
strike. Our
the
count.
third run. Audrey Lueta is on
Quick, kid, let's go.
third.
You got it, Emily. Let's go.
1-1, 2 outs.
Good eye.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Taking our count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Ball.
That was a
3.
good eye there. Did he go? Nope.
Good.
Emily Garza at
Takes
the
us to
plate,
full count. 3 balls, 2
Be smart, baby.
strikes.
Be smart. Let's go, Emily.
trying to get Audrey Lueta in from third to try to get a little more padding here.
Let's go. Way to
Foul
battle.
ball.
Way to battle, Emily. Let's go. Stay in there, kid.
Ball hits the
Wakes up
top
the
of
Lady Cats in
the
the dugout.
dugout like a hailstorm.
Count remains the same. Full. Foul back.
Foul back.
Count remains the same.
Turning into a pretty night. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on third. That is Audrey Lueta. Emily Garza at the plate.
Ball 4.
4.
Let's go, babe.
That brings up number 22 for the Lady Longhorns, Emma Jacobo.
Come on, baby.
Emma
Come on, baby.
Jacobo.
Let's go.
With runners at the corner.
Let's go, kid.
Garza
Let's
at
go.
first. Lueta at third. 2 outs.
Foul ball for strike 1.
Get you a good hit, kid, out there. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ball gets by. Run comes in. Lueta
Brings up
makes
number
it in.
23 for the Lady Longhorns, Juliana Gutierrez.
First baseman Gutierrez
Hey, let's go, kid. Let's go.
with runners at first and second.
Good hit, baby. Good hit, Emma.
Jacobo on
Let's
first.
go.
Garza on second.
Low ball 1.
And this is where you're kind of locked in at second. Unless there's a wild pitch. 4-2.
Good.
2
Ball
runs
2.
have come in here in the top of
2
the
balls, no strikes. The count.
top of the 7th.
High ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. The count. Ball 4. Loads the bases.
Gutierrez to first.
Brings up
Timeout.
number 8, Avery Silva, to bat for the Lady Longhorns.
And I believe this is the second time Avery Silva has had this opportunity with the bases loaded for Agua Dulce. We got Garza on third, Jacobo on second, and Gutierrez on first. And trying to pad this lead are the Agua Dulce Lady Longhorns. This is the finale for Skidmore-Tynan. Agua Dulce will go into the playoffs to take on Shiner next Thursday. A doubleheader, and then find out if they need Friday for the rubber match, if you will, the deciding game.
Strike one on that first
But
pitch.
baseball, Bobcat baseball continues next Tuesday. Bobcat baseball at Yorktown. And then next Thursday, Bobcat baseball
One ball, one
at
strikes the count.
Woodsboro. So both games next week for Bobcat baseball on the road. Tuesday at Yorktown and Friday at Woodsboro. Strike call.
Two. One ball, two strikes.
2 runs have come in here in the top of the 7th. It's starting to be a pretty night here. See that nice little glow on the left side? Out at second
Out
for
at
the
second,
third out,
going on
and
the side.
we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Here come the
Not
Lady
before the
Cats.
damage is done by the Lady
Trying to put up
Taking the score
2,
4-2.
preferably 3.
In the middle of the 7th inning.
So you got Bobcat baseball next Tuesday and Friday on the road at Yorktown and then at Woodsboro. Tomorrow is area round, the district area track and field at Cabinus
3 up, 3 down, girls. Let's go.
Sports Complex on Saratoga and Corpus Christi. See what else we've got going. We've got also junior high softball. You heard Sydney O'Brien talk about it in Pettis at 5:30. We'll be here bringing it to you with ST Lady Cat Nation on YouTube. And the Bobcat Baseball will be on ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook. See what else we have here. And then next Saturday, jumping way ahead to the 25th,
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
the junior high baseball doubleheader in Port Aransas starting at 11. So we still got some baseball
Starting it off with the Lady Cats
and some
will be
softball.
number 6.
And not to
Jolie
leave out,
Mann.
I'm going to go check out
Defense, girls.
our
Let's
Facebook
go.
page. But we have regionals for tennis. Yes, tennis
Go.
coming up
Let's go,
as
girls.
well
Ready.
Monday and Tuesday of next
Everybody's moving,
week.
girls. Everybody on their toes. Let's go.
Jolie Mann
Ball 1.
gonna need at least one base runner to have a batter come up representing the tie and run here in the bottom of the 7th. That's a pop up to short,
Caught
and that's
For the
taken
first
there
out.
by Avery Gonzalez.
That brings up number 3, Kylie Kinney
Kylie Kinney, the
for the
senior.
Lady Cats.
It's Kylie Kinney trying to get on base. That's it out. It drops.
Oh, it'll fall in
Kylie
there.
Kinney,
Kinney rounds first. Heads
she'll
to
stay on second.
She'll hold up at second.
Let's go, girls. Let's go.
That
And
brings up number 7 for the
now,
Lady Cats. Ali Hernandez.
Ali Hernandez representing the tying run for the Lady Cats. Got a runner on second. You need that. And now you represent the tying run right here, Ali Hernandez.
High ball
That's
1.
high and outside. Kylie Kinney on second, and the senior, Ali Hernandez, representing the tying run. That's foul back.
One ball, one strikes the count.
1-1 is the count. 1 out. 1 runner on second, Kylie Kinney, and it's Ali Hernandez to the plate.
High ball 2. 2 balls, one strike.
You got it, baby. Let's go.
Swing and a miss, strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes our count.
2-2 and 1 out, 1 runner on. Ali Hernandez to the plate.
Beautiful.
Got her looking for the second out.
Brings up number 5 for the Lady Cats, Natalie Ramirez.
Natalie Ramirez, the shortstop, trying to extend this game. Kylie Kinney over on third.
One ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Ali. You gotta stop first.
Make it a first, Natalie.
Watch the butt.
You're going to have to put those legs and motor down to first. And that would bring in
Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1, 2 outs. A runner on third. Right now, Agua Dulce and Julissa Ramirez really aren't too concerned with Kylie Kinney on third right now. They just want to get 1 more out. Lays it down, and that, no! Stays right there. In
Runner
comes
comes in. Natalie
Skidmore-Tynan,
hits it for
still
first.
alive.
That brings up.
I'm sorry.
Who
I
calls time?
didn't get on the right side, the errant throw to first gets Natalie Ramirez. So,
Brings up number 23 for the Lady Cats.
so Natalie
Leah
Ramirez
Nance.
represents the tying run. Leah Nance right here represents the winning run. She could lay one over the fence here.
Strike 1.
Hey, you do want to move Natalie over if you can, because the closer you get, you want to take as many bases as you can right now to extend this. And that is,
For the out,
that'll be out number 3, and that'll do it.
Thank you for coming out to tonight's senior.
We'll wrap it up in just a second.
2026.
Let me get a nice photo here.
Lady Cats, thank you for a good season.
And that will do it from Skidmore-Tynan. This is the finale. Agua Dulce, good luck in the playoffs. They win tonight 4-3, and they will go and take on Shiner Thursday of next week, and it will be a doubleheader, and then, if needed, a Friday game against Shiner. Good luck to Agua Dulce, Kennedy, Woodsboro, and Refugio in the softball District 32A. And Lady Cats, thank you for the memories. And to the rest of you out there, Lady Cat fans, Bobcat fans, Longhorns, Lady Longhorns, have yourself a great evening, and God bless.